I find it very fascinating and extremely curious as to why several people, when they're dating, do not, ask the important questions up front. I learned this because I came from a relationship that was an 8-year relationship. Long story short, the ending was that relationship, we had a different idea of what living happily ever after meant. So I was on Tinder for quite a couple of months, and I met a couple of talent acquisition people, partly because HR people are more agreeable to some degree, right? So I began questioning her, what do you think of life? What do you think is busy? What do you believe is going to be, happily ever after for you? What is compromise? And, what do you bring to the table and these stuff? And she was asking, like, why do you keep on asking? And she felt like I was interrogating her. I tend to do that. I know I have that tendency. But I asked her, like, how do you even screen for people you want to be in your life for, an indefinite period of time? So if you're really looking for someone who is going to be there long term, you should be asking the right questions, such as the value and values that this person will bring to your life. If you have a mismatch when it comes to values, for example, hard work. In terms of hard work, I believe in working, Saturday, Sunday. I believe in working, past 8 hours, really, really hyper focused, lots of distractions. So I told her, how many times do you think you're going to meet in a long distance relationship in a year? And I said it's going to be less than 20. And she finds it odd that I had it measured, and I had an idea of what that is, exactly what that looks like, and how measured it was. And I slowly, it dawned on me at that time that, hey, some people do not know what they're looking for. And why is it that we spend, an entire recruitment process for hiring employees, which would stay with us for like 2 to 5 years on average. But when we're looking for a partner, we don't spend that much time questioning if we have the same values or if they bring the right value to our lives. So I think this is for, my future children. This is going to be for anybody dating out there. When you're looking for somebody, make sure you're looking for the right people. And one way you can do for that is really asking upfront what your non-negotiables are, including what values are important for you. For example, for me, for hard work, definition of happily ever after. What does compromise mean? Does she budget? And so on, right? So whatever the case may be, I think don't be afraid to ask those values up front, and not to be disillusioned with or charmed with how pretty she looks or how sexy her bikini photos are. And more often than not, I find that people that I see that have photos that are too revealing are usually not as pure as I would want them to be, or gets into too much drinking or smoking, or have too much tattoos for my liking. So be careful who you choose and check if they have the right values. This is just a tip from me. It might be applicable for you, but worth a shot.